Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home, and today I have a really awesome vintage estate sale haul to share with you guys. This may be my favorite haul from the whole summer. I had the morning to go out just by myself for a couple of hours, and so I got to really just dig through and explore a couple places, and it was fascinating. I love estate sales because of that, because you can really see what mattered to people, what they were into. I got lost in there for a while and I found some really great things. I did stop at another estate sale first, and it was smaller, but I still found some things that I loved, so let's get into it. There were several pieces of vintage toys, and she was charging just 50 cents a piece, and she only charged me 50 cents because she said she thought these went together. But these were from the 40s. They were her older brothers, the woman who was having the sale, and she said that he played with these during the World War II when their dad was fighting World War II, so that was pretty neat. And so I picked this one because I liked the red, white, and blue, and I thought this would be great to display with my stuff at 4th of July. So I tried it with some of the stuff I still had out, and I really liked the way it looked. So I also got this piece, and the wheel, this front wheel is broken, but I think that I can, figure it out well enough to display it. And I tried it with this piece on top. I'll hopefully be able to do that and kind of combine them in a display for my red, white, and blue 4th of July. I'll have this for next year, and then this could maybe even have some trees on it for Christmas time. So lots of potential for some neat displays there. I picked up some Ideals magazines, Ideals Christmas, and Ideals Thanksgiving. There are some really beautiful ideas in here, and there are some really beautiful photos, poems, ideas, and things like that in here. And so I'm going to read them and enjoy them. I might use some of the artwork in here on display, I'm not sure, but for 50 cents a piece, I thought that was a really good bargain for inspiration. Okay, so now let me show you what I got at that really cool big estate sale. I found this for my husband. I actually texted him a picture and said, "Do you want this?" And he said yes. They only charged me $1 for this. It's the Greek English lexicon of the New Testament. My husband has digital versions of a lot of the stuff that's in here, but there's something about the actual book of it that's just really neat to own in your library. So this is from 1956 and a great treasury of Greek to English. So we're excited to have that one. I did pick up a copy of The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. This is a must read. This is such a great story. She was a woman who aided Jewish people during the Nazi invasion of her country, and she ended up going to a concentration camp, and she survived. I've read it before, but I definitely want to read it again, and I certainly want my kids to read it as well. I also picked up some books by Elizabeth Elliot, another author. I just want to read more of her stuff. I've only read 2 of her books. I found this really beautiful book of poetry by Emily Dickinson, Acts of Light. It has some really beautiful illustrations, a lot of her poetry. I had heard of Emily Dickinson, but I hadn't really enjoyed her until Jennifer Scott put out her Chic assignment. I think it was for June or July, was to read Emily Dickinson. I also grabbed this Victorian Mouse Paper Dolls book. Everything when I got there was 50% off, so it says $2, but I only paid $1. It's never been used. Everything is still in here. The mice themselves are adorable, but the Victorian outfits, are they not the cutest things you've ever seen? So I grabbed this. I think this will make a really great stocking stuffer or a small gift for Molly for Christmas. So I'm gonna set that aside for her. I'm really glad she wasn't with me so I could tuck it away. So speaking of Christmas, I did find some Christmas goodies. This is also for Molly. I found this really darling little vintage wooden skier girl. And if you remember last year for Christmas, we gave her ski lessons as one of her gifts. So I thought this was like the perfect vintage ornament. I find a vintage ornament for each of my kids to put in their stocking every year, and this is going to be Molly's this year. Oh, and I paid 25 cents for that. This bell, which I think Clive yeah, there we go, actually rings. Thought that was neat. I wonder if someone made this It seems like it might be handmade, but it's certainly vintage, and that was also 25 cents. I found this sweet little bell as well, and this is a little brooch, and I plan on wearing this at Christmas time, maybe even with this top. And I know maybe it's a little old-fashioned to wear a brooch, but I think it's such a lovely idea, a way to make your outfit look festive and kind of elegant. So these items were also just 25 cents each, and I guess they're not technically Christmas. I just kind of imagine them out on display for Christmas time. It's a little tiny spool of some sort of wire and this measuring tape. It says made in Germany. This was one of my favorite things that I found. It's a postcard made in Germany as well, but it says, "A happy new year, all good wishes for a bright and happy new year." I just love the graphic there on the front with the horseshoe in the background and the holly with the bright red and the grays and gold. It's really pretty. So I have no idea what year it is. Such a neat thing, and I plan to display this at Christmas. One of my great laments from the summer is that I have not found a single Shiny Bright ornament, but I collect them. And I was hoping at this estate sale I would come across them because I saw they had a bunch of Christmas. Didn't find any Shiny Brights, but I found these, and they're made in the USA, which, you know, they have that nice old topper, made in the USA. So that's a good sign that they're true vintage. And I just love how faded and awesome looking they are. And I really thought the box was still in nice condition. Okay, I have two more things, and they're just so neat. I'm so excited to show you. So this is a box full of an old wooden puzzle of the United States. It's missing only just one piece, though there are a couple pieces where the state was missing and somebody made a replacement out of wood, but there's one piece that's actually missing. So I tested my knowledge of our national geography, but it was really fun to put together, even though this is old, because it has like those replacement pieces and one piece missing. I don't feel like I can't let my kids touch it or play with it. So I think I'm gonna try keeping it out and see how they do with it. It says Dad's toy from when he was a kid, 1920 to 99 is when he passed, I'm guessing. And I love the box that it came in too. All right, let me get the last thing. Here is the last piece. I found this, it was marked 15, but because it was 50% off, they only charged me $7.50. And I forgot to mention that the puzzle piece was marked $3, so I paid $1.50 for that. But I was immediately drawn to the yellow color. I thought it would coordinate so well with the stool that I got this summer. And I thought this would work great with that 3-piece yellow canister set that I picked up a few years ago. I just loved this little design on it. And it says paper towels, wax paper, aluminum foil. Garnerware, New York, I think is what it's marked. And there's some little spots there to hang it on the wall. So I have a plan for where I want to hang it. And I just think this is so neat. And I'm not sure if I'll actually use it. I don't know if the rolls actually are the same size anymore than they were in the lady told me she thought it was from the 50s because she remembers it from her childhood. So hopefully this will work on the wall. It might be 60s. I'll have to research, but if you know, let me know in the comments. So a lot of really beautiful, unique, kind of special things that I found today, and I'm just really excited about it. I'm excited about the literature that I found. I'm excited about the Christmas stuff that I found. Even just cherishing that time I had to explore this person's home and learn from their life. It was just a really neat experience. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful vintage haul. If you've found anything wonderful lately out at yard sales or thrifting, let me know in the comments down below, or you can send me a picture on Instagram. I love seeing your finds. It just totally makes my day. If you love yard sales, I hope you'll hit that red subscribe button. And I'm making a video every day in August except for Sunday, so I have a playlist of all of that wonderful content for you down below as well. So give a thumbs up for this awesome vintage find, and you guys have a great week. Happy yard sailing, and I'll be back with more soon.